Worst part is I forgot to start my own recording, so well, as far as I can see, we have picture. There. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. I'm not quite sure. So as far as I can see, I actually have picture on Twitch, and it seems fine. That's very, very weird. That is very, very weird. I'm investigating this with my background. So I do not know what if there is a problem or not. That is quite weird. So I did check by going into a account. Okay. Well, it seems like there is picture through, so everything seems fine. So that's the blessing with technology. So I actually didn't really pick up what we got, but we got a lot of things. Nitrogen salt, some chromatic metal, gravitino bowl. Oh, we need them. Enriched carbon. What else? Thermic condensate, and then astounding bark. Oh, my dog can do that. And fly rye seeds. Superconducting fiber. So there was a little bit of, and I can see I have to empty around. So vortex cubes, I sell them. I have never found anything to use them for. So sell, storage. I know I'm missing it all together, but now we ash herb nuts. That well, I'm tempted to say that sounded like something naughty, but yeah. Oh dear, we can't make all. I'm just going, I will clean up later so we don't get too much interference in what we're doing. So next one is just across the road almost. It's there, and let's see what that brings. So this is a combat mission, so that's very often giving more coins than stuff, but everything is possible really. The thing is, you don't really know what the RNG is giving you on these, so it could be pretty much anything. And of course you want the good stuff. You always want the good stuff, to be honest. That's what it's always about. Oh, I love these 212 units. That's think about how many you would need in order to get a proper amount of coins. So some for our manufacturing of more expensive stuff, yeah, and a good dash of coins. So next one, we had 4 last time, so that is not too bad, too shabby. This is a balance, so it could be anything. More chromatic metal. Salvage frigate module, that is good to get. I like them. Well, gave a little bit. And $1 million on top. That's not bad. I like getting the more you get, the better it is, and it accumulates. I know that at the moment I don't really need coins, but suddenly I see a ship or something I want, and then, oh, no coins. So it's better to have than to have to grind them when needed. So I always try to keep a good amount in my account, so to speak. But then I'm not afraid of using them when needed. So with this speed we might actually reach 100 million today. That should absolutely be possible. Just sell some stuff, so yeah. Not so much coinage in this one, but that's alright. So I'm just quickly going to clean up because otherwise, see, these should actually be here. Actually, these I need for our farmer, so let's just take some of them with us. No, that is probably not needed to save that many, but never mind. We will later deal with that. It's not like we have to sell anything because we need the money, but it's pretty much more like we have to just keep producing, keep getting our coinage, so we have that. I mean, it's not really important at this point. So we now have 3. I need 5 for the one I first wanted to do. So no rush, no rush. That's done. Starship. We have a lot of things to sell here. Other than that, everything is cleaned out. Good. We still haven't repaired that, but that needs something we don't have. So I put some of these over because we have so much, so I'm actually going to sell some of them. Yeah. That's kind of it. So I'll take this to our base and just deal with the farmer, because he was going to give us a recipe for something the other one needed, I believe. So just let's do that so we don't forget it. Or I might be totally wrong. That's absolutely another possibility. So, gamma wheat, bunker cluster, solar wine. The thing is, every day you can go and harvest these, so it was actually what the other one needed, but yeah. So what do you want? Yeah, let's hear the story. Oh well. That sounds possible that it actually could happen like that. So now I have to check what the farmer actually put on that. So yeah, return to the farmer. So we need cactus flesh. We do have that, but not on us. Okay. We have that on our freighter, so we will get that. Now this dude wanted a gravitino ball for something. I can't remember what. So yeah. It takes a little bit of time sometimes before it actually comes true that you have done it. So what do I get? Is this going in a circle right now? What on earth is happening here? So I've given him 3. And he gave me 3 false engine modules. I'm confused. I'm really confused. I'm not going to give him any more. continue this. Jesus. So I'm going to go back to the freighter, empty my bag from what I don't need with me, and then take off. It's not like I'm going to give him all the Gravitino balls for small starship upgrades. That's not really how it works. So, exosuit. So these are actually quite good. We'll get to that when we start cooking our stuff. That is not going to start immediately, but when we start cooking, you will see a lot of these plants are actually what is the foundation of a lot of things. And as I said, you can farm those every day from your base. So frost crystal is a saver. Many of these plants you can get them by farming them around on the different systems, and it's probably what you should do, but can't be asked to do. I find it takes a long time to actually do them, so that's that's why I use the farm, and I do pick up sometimes. That's to be honest, but it's not the overly say that it's not a high priority to do it, so yeah. So now we'll use the teleporter to go where we were. I do believe it was that one. Otherwise, I'm wrong. At least we are in the Hilbert dimension, so I think it's actually correct. So, discoveries, 3. I have not uploaded anything from it, so that might actually be when we were. Oh, damn. I know what I did wrong, because where is our ship? It's his shoe. That one is the one I haven't uploaded from that. That's that one. It wouldn't be the first time I'm jumping around headless in teleporters. And believe me, when you have overly many on your list, then you will do the same. So let's see if any of those we can sell is actually going to give us any money. So I'm not selling with big losses. That's kind of not what I'm interested in. Ferrite dust is higher than supposedly, so I'm going to sell 9,999. I had 4, and that one is a little bit lower as well, so we sell that as well. Then let's look at the things that is under. That one is not under. A lot under, a little bit over, a little bit more. So those which is over, I just sell. So do we want to take a look at the ships, fighter, hauler? Not very interesting. So let's go fly a kite or something. Oh, I forgot these. Oh well. We will get around more start bases. No doubt about that. There we go. So we don't have anything on our hyperdrive. Let's put one of them on. That is half full. That's okay. We need to make sure. Oh, I never sent the frigates out. However, the problem was we didn't have a lot of fuel for them, so what I'm thinking is harvest some tritium during today's flying around, and then send them out before we end tonight, because they won't be able to come back anyway until next time, which will then be Sunday. But that would be fine. Then at least we have something we can fuel them with. So take a couple of farming moments. of course I get a lot of gold and silver when I want tritium. That's how it works. And I know you can learn the difference in the coloring and stuff like that, but I mean, I'm one of those people who actually shoot the nearest and then hope for the best. And to be honest, gold and silver is not the worst you can get. It is useful for many things. So, let's see, where are we going? Current mission. I'm not going after mission. I'm not free as well. I'm going for the galactic core. So I want to see where it actually brings me, because I'm a little bit at a question about that. Because it looks like we've been brought in very close to the galactic core, but that can't really be. But the amount of systems which has been found by other players actually indicate that it might be like that. So this is a system without any starbase again. However, there's emerald, uranium and cobalt. So I want to take a little bit emerald if I can, because that would be useful at some point. Uranium is if I come across it, I might pick some up. That did look like a starship. So it's a radioactive planet. We can last for roughly 20 minutes, 12 minutes. There's uranium close by. Cobalt, emerald, not too far away either. So that is probably the better option. There's some points. 1 out of 10, okay. So make sure we are filled up. So that's what came together as a starship. Well, it looked like that when I flew in, but going for, we need to cross the water. Is that dangerous? No. Time will actually tell. So the water is very radioactive. They can only last 5 minutes there. There's some weird fishes. Okay. So that took a little bit hard on us, I think.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
So as usual, we need this together with the tritium to make fuel for the frigate's mission. So I'm still farming that when we come across it. So there's some emerald. Also things I haven't scanned. The animals. Some other ones lying around. So let's get the greens off. Small, just over there somewhere. Where did that go? There. No, any flying animals. Okay. Humongous butterflies, or something in that direction at least. I have said before, and I'll say again, that sometimes the animals come up very interesting, even though you know they are created kind of RNG style. So cobalt, I'm not too interested in that. There's another animal. What is those big beetles? Should we go and take the uranium now we are here anyway? plenty, but suddenly I need for something on a base, on a planet, and yeah.
Units received.
They are rather big. Fucking hell.
Units received.
Well, that's 9 of 10. It would be nice to find the last one as well. Oh, we can see what it's supposed to be. So it's rare. No, it's not. It's underground. Okay. So I would need some kind of cave. That's not a cave. It's not pure. That's it's a little bit of waste of time. But no mind. Be honest. You can't see on the scan whether it's great or not. So where's the ship? It's there. Then let's go and fly somewhere else and see if we can find some caves. There's some up there. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe, maybe not. So, should we take a look at that? Or wasn't that the one? Not much of caves there. So cobalt is something you can find on any planet. Not as deposits, but in all caves there is stalagmites and well, those growing up and growing down, and they always have cobalt on them. So this is of course easier when you take a deposit. You get, well, hopefully more out of it. But if you should need it somewhere, then find a cave, scan those being around. They will always have cobalt in. Sometimes they also have a secondary thing, which is can be quite good things. So this is not a proper cave. We can get in there. The cave actually stopped. So that's not going to work anymore, which is best annoying and worst very annoying, but that's how it is. So let's see if we can find some caves. There's mountains, so there's caves somewhere. There must be. The thing is, you don't want the type of caves which don't go into. There's a cave there to the left, right. Does that go down anywhere? Well, let's take a look. And remember, the caves are actually safe for you to go in on the radiation or the hazards of the planet, the weather on the planet. Can of course still be things in the caves which might try to harm you. For instance, hazardous plants. So don't go into caves and believe that you are absolutely fine, because you don't know whether you are, but the environment will not try to kill you. I hope. Then you will ask the question, can't you just use your manipulator and go into a cave? Well, there's two types of caves. There's those you make yourself. They won't contain the same things as those which is naturally made. So here we actually come into a real cave. There is one hanging down. However, I do not see any animals around, so that part might not comply. Where am I blind? I am probably blind. So, oh, just there. So yes, I'm blind, I know. That is really not good. I am sitting here trying to tell you what to be careful with, and just jumping into it myself. Oh dear. I've seen it, so that we have to leave as it is. Where is our ship? There. The point is I can't really see what I'm doing. So don't wander around in storms if you don't have to. So it was not that bad. So let's see where we else can go. It's yeah. I'm sorry if it looks like I'm a headless chicken today, but I'm trying to find a little bit of head and tails to whatever it is. This is stuff basically, so where is it? It's that way. Okay, it's over there. It's actually too close for me to. Go. So at least I will do the usual things. Go through those. Oh dear, I have been here before, okay. That's good to know. Reasonable, because that has not reset. Okay, then I'll just go and look at the trades terminal and see what we can get for our stuff. So it's minus 12, they are plus, so good. So we've been here before. Actually, sort of recognize the name, but to be honest, I do not always remember. Nice looking hauler. Stepped. It's a B-fighter. It's not bad either. So let's just continue and see where we're going. So, Ukanka. I'm quite sure I haven't been there. Otherwise, let me know if I have, if you know better than me where I have been. Whale of Istus. So another one which don't have any, or does it? It does have a star base, but there's lack of information. Oh, it's one of those. It have a space station, however, abandoned. Well, at least it might have something interesting. So it's actually interesting because this is a gig system, so, but the reason this is abandoned might actually be because there's been some war or something, which then actually shows something different than what you would expect it to. So as we talked about the other day where we actually found 2 abandoned, some people think that's one of the most rare things in the game, and now in a very few, well, in a couple of weeks I have been on 3 or 4 of them, so it's actually weird. Not that I think I have any special abilities to find them, because I don't think I have. Could probably look a little bit more on what's in the systems before I walk to them, but I rarely do that because yeah, if I were a trader and wanted to earn as much as possible every time I came out and about, that would probably be what I would do, but as coins are not my major priority, I do know they are good to have, but not necessarily in overly ways. So that's plus sell. Actually I sell these as well. Don't need them. These have gone up, but not a lot. Okay. Stuck on something. Debris on the floor. So, contrary to normal space station, you can't actually normally go down this way, so you get a little bit extra going to abandoned ones. Not much fun though. Not much. But that doesn't mean that the other stations wouldn't have more fun. Don't always think they are built the same way. So, to take a look at it. More emerald. That is actually quite. We kind of have emerald already 785, so that's actually quite a nice. So where can we go? So that's actually the core there. The reason I can't get a lock on it, I believe, is that I don't have a full why is that broken? Can I actually get back here if I want to? That's a good question. The thing is, I don't really want to fly around with a broken hyperdrive. That's one thing. Second thing is that it seems like the next one will be a jump. So I'm actually going to see if I can get to my freighter, get some cadmium, and get back here. Which is the thing I don't know. We'll find out. Otherwise we start all over again and do all the same things one more time. No, worst case, we go close and then take it from there. So here we can actually repair it because we have the cadmium. So can I jump back to the wheel of... I can, okay. So I'm going to be naughty now. Naughty. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these, put here. I can't do anything about what I have here, but so I have a broken tool. So I'm going to try to be smart here. Probably won't, but let's see. I'm going to change to another ship. That one I'm not going to take. So actually I'm tempted to take the solar ship. For one reason, that's a very cheap one. change the ship. Let's go on the other side. It's a little bit annoying. You can only get into the teleporter to your bridge from one side. Why can't you get from both sides? Ah well. So going down and take this to the abandoned station. Then see what happens. So what I have done now by changing the ship and the tool is I'm actually prepping myself for maybe try to go through a core or the center of the galaxy. And that way it won't be so expensive as last time. I actually should have known at that point that going through the core is quite hefty for the repairs which comes out of it. So galactic core. Not going down. Yeah, that's where I was. So it's letting me yeah. What? What? Thank you. Welcome to. I am very confused here. I'm just being stupid, basically, but that's not the first time I have been that. I would say. So I'm actually going to cheat a little bit, but don't tell anyone. I would say a couple of things has been changed with the later expansions to the game, and that's understandable, and the game is evolving, and that makes it, in my opinion, even better, because you need to sit and think. It's not just brain is grinding all the time. It could be, because you can fly from planet to planet and just grind resources. Absolutely correct, and that's pretty much how it is. But you then take a break from the game. You're away for a little while or come back, and then you realize, oh, that was not like that last time. Oh, we're back to the B ones. Good. So it is evolving quite a lot. Going to see what he's up to. Now I'm here. I haven't been at this space station before, so let's just go through the normal challenger. Well, welcome to Dupufu 95. You know what? So am I, and I've been playing for many years. But I will say that you are the right place if you want to learn basics, because I'm trying to cover a lot of those things, and I'm also very happy to answer any questions which might pop up. So if there's anything specific you want to see, you want to learn, let me know. The game is not difficult to play. It can be difficult to master sometimes, and believe me, I have shown that a couple of times, that you can actually go kind of wrong, even though you don't want to go wrong. But as human beings, we learn from our mistakes. Or at least I try to. Yeah, but it's probably better to take it in English. I can do other languages, but I am, well, it depends what language you are native in, but otherwise, if you really struggle, then feel free to PM me as well, and we can try. I can try to help you in your language as well. At least I can help out with Google Translate in worst case. But to recap, if I don't know if you have been following for a little bit, but I have left the Start Galaxy. My Italian is quite limited, so I can order some food and something to drink when I go to Italy. I actually really like Italy, so buongiorno. We can at least say that, and it's absolutely fine. We can do English, and we can you can practice, and I will not judge any mistakes, because we are an international community, and let's keep it that way. So, as I was saying, I had left the Start Galaxy and is trying to find out what is actually going on in the neighbor galaxy, but I ended up very close to the core, so I'm trying to find out if I'm just able to jump to the next galaxy, because last time I was here I was something like 700,000 light years from the center, so I think it is kind of tricking me a little bit. But I have the wrong ship here because I need another hyperdrive to go to. The closest star system is a green star, and so I need to go back to my freighter and actually change to my other ship. Or wait a minute, I could just install that drive, or wait a minute, I could just install it. It's that one I need. So I need some cadmium, which I have on the freighter. So yeah, I followed the same because I've been away for 2 or 3 updates, and then I came back and played again, and on my main save a lot of things had changed, so I actually started a new save, and then I decided to stream as well. I have a lot of stuff on my YouTube channel about No Man's Sky, so I tried to cut out things which is in good instructions for how to do different things. So feel free to watch some of that as well. It can be quite useful. And again, if there's questions, then feel free to ask, and I'll try to answer everything I can. And if I don't know the answer, I kind of know where to find them if it is, so I'll be happy to help whatever. So now I installed the drive, I would need to go to the green system, so just need to have it sitting in a proper way. Thing is, everything gives bonus if it's sitting next to something which is related, and when you lack kind of slots on your ship, it can be difficult sometimes. But this is not a ship I'm using for fighting or anything. It is just used to, well, interplanetary transport, because it doesn't use a lot of fuel, so that's good for that. and it's a cheap ship. So okay, I'll try. Wait. I need to make sure I have enough fuel, and that has to be 100%. So do I have so I can actually make so it takes 4 to fill it up fully, so let's make 6. Then that I know I should have enough of. Then warp cells. Yeah. Upgrades. It upgrades in itself is not difficult, because you can see they go from C and up to B, A, and S. S is the best, C is the worst. Then what throws in sometimes a trick into the mix. The X ones. The best thing you can do is actually install them and then compare what is the better. For instance, the shields here. You see, one is plus 13, one is plus 44. It's plus 44 because I have put it in the supercharged one. However, it was the highest, so that's why I did it. But then you get the next one, and that might say plus 11%. Then it's better. Then you take this one off and put the other one on. Many players who have played in for a long time says that you should not rush to the other galaxies until you master the game in the start galaxy. Well, I do not agree on that. Although I know that each galaxy has a different seed, so in some galaxies things like paradise planets will be very rare, and in other galaxies the seed of the paradise planets will be there would nearly be one in every 3 systems or something like that. So it's very different from galaxy to galaxy, but that's what I find most intriguing. That is actually that you get all these differences, and that's what for me makes the game funny. So the missions from the emissary is they are normally straightforward, and it tells you exactly what to do. I haven't done much of that on the stream, but I will pick up and start doing things like that as well. So if there's anything concrete, then feel very free to ask. So I'm going to try this again and see if I can go to the center this time without making a poo-poo out of it. Because I tried to warp and actually warp back to the same system I was in. I don't know why that happened, but as said, it still sent me there where I just were. That is weird. That It is very weird. Well, I have that now. So I'm there. Try to. So something it doesn't like here. It seems like there's two of the same. That's a mystery. Ooh. I would say discover every planet in the galaxy. No, you won't even get to all systems. It will take you forever. You don't want to do that. You use the systems to get a amount of resources which you need to upgrade your ship, your exosuit, your multi-tool, and that's what you should be going for. If you start going for all planets, that will be many years you will be sitting playing in order to get anywhere. However, I mean, I do a lot of scanning when I'm around on new planets, and I do it for two reasons. Getting all the animals on the planet give you bonus nanites, which is very useful, and it also gives you coins. So that's that's the two reasons to do scans. You do scan to find resources, but as time goes, you do not need so many of those which you use your mining laser to gather, because you pick that up very easily. So it's about finding those places and those things you need, and then pick it up as you go around. But the main thing is the main resources which you get with your terrain manipulator. That's where you really go around and do those things, and you find that out from space, what the different planets hold, and then you go down and you get your resources. In the beginning you need a lot of copper, so you can get chromatic metal, so that is needed for almost everything. And yeah, I would say if you want to go to all planets, you can, but if you do that, you're going to stay in each galaxy very, very long time. Another thing is that if you go for finding things, see this planet, it has a long list of, I actually have something I need. Oh well. You go for the different things which you need, and you if you do your base missions, it actually teaches you to go around and find these things. As I've said a couple of times, I sometimes jump off them. Yeah, the important thing is most of your upgrades you get in the abnormally in the Nexus, so you need to do the missions and until you're told to go to the abnormally or the Nexus, where you talk to Nada and Polo. In there you buy a lot of, I can actually show you immediately because I haven't visited today. It comes up and you activate it through your X button, at least on PC. If you are on a controller, I'm not quite sure how you do that, but it then comes up. It's a space station as well. They live interdimensionally, so they can come everywhere you call them. And this is actually where you can interact with all other players in the game, if they are in here. It's been very empty lately, so I would actually say that the more people who comes in here, then the more life there is, and there's a lot of friendly players. So when you come in here, you can normally see if there's not many ships around, then it's very dead. But if there's a lot of ships, then you can just chat and say, can someone help me? I need this and that. But when you go up on the first floor here, I don't know if you've been here before. Okay, then we're using the same keys. But you come in here, Neda is this guy, is a cohort, and you talk to them. I don't actually have any missions in here at the moment, so, but they will give you nanites and other stuff when you do the things you are asked to do. Polo is this guy, and he's very useful. He can give you coordinates for the Atlas station or black holes. So if you're trying to travel quickly through a galaxy or take bigger distances, now you might not have, and you need to follow the start mission with your base until you have gotten your start base. Then you won't get the mission to call them. So but in here, and that's actually what I wanted to show you. These two these two characters are on one side, and in the other side, all these people around here are selling you upgrades to this one, to the starship, or starships. So, and you unlock these with nanites. I have them all here. But if I go to, this is the one with the exosuit, and in each system you can actually get an extra slot on your exosuit in this one as well. They are expensive now, 200,000, but as I have reasonable coins, I still get them, because the more I have, the better it is, the more I can actually drag around. For the multi-tool, I think I still have some. Yeah, I still have here, so you can see they cost 180 nanites to unlock. So it's just clicking them and I get that, and I can put that on any multi-tool I get. So if I wanted to just get the one they have here, which is absolutely crap, but I could get that, and then I could actually install the things I have unlocked. It takes the resources for it, but I can put that on any multi-tool I want. And the same with the ones for my for the starships, I can put them on any starships. And there's also, and that's one thing which I actually should make a little video about this. I haven't done it yet, but I actually think I will, because all these things you unlock them as well, and that you can make these things yourself. Warp cells, locks to different doors, and all these things which you need to build things. And then there's all these, and some of these is very, very expensive, and this make you actually able to make them. So if you really want to make money, then you can produce, and you see it takes hot ice and thermic condensate, which you actually have around in the pyramid here, so you can get to build them. Exactly, yeah. You can also get the upgrades in normal star bases, but I would not spend coins on anything which is less than S, not coins, nanites on space station on something which is less than S, because that's what you want. You don't want to have C, B setting when it's about your health and you're out on a hazardous planet. So try to get as good as you can around where you are. So yeah, so while resources doesn't make a lot of money, it is more things like if you get to produce, I think the stasis device is something like 4.5 million a piece, and they take a little bit of work to get to build, but these are all good. And if you come in here and there's some very, very nice people, they might actually give you some. That happens sometimes, but as said, yeah, the Atlas Pass you have to unlock in here in the Nexus. So another thing is, now I'm here, I can show you. There's also a teleporter, so you can actually teleport off it, but you cannot teleport to it. At some point we will go out and find eggs to make living ships or something like that. I haven't done that yet, so I'm leaving that. But there's a guy here, when you start cooking, then you bring your food stuff to him, and if he likes it, he will give you a lot of nanites. otherwise, there's those two at the end. This guy, Aris, when you talk to him, he gives you nanites for your progress. I unfortunately don't do much progress anymore because I'm actually, but every time you get a milestone, then he will give you something for it. So I think I had one since last I was here, and that's around 50 nanites. That's not a lot. But the other one over here, he asked for something specific. I don't know what it is today, so let's have a look. He wants data about creatures, so as that's one thing I always scan a lot. That should give a nice. Okay, 45. That was last time I was in here. He gave me nearly 500. So yeah, but that's the Nexus for you, and no worries. I actually like to help people. It doesn't always have to be strictly and toxic what we are doing about playing games. Games are there to be fun, and if you are stuck with something, then it's not very funny, and it's nice to know where you can come and get some help. And with that, before I leave the Nexus, I need to fill my coffee gobble. Because without coffee, then I don't work. Well, I try to keep a friendly place for everyone who is interested in the game, and I'm not always an expert. I can be as stupid as everyone else, and I see that as being human, and I try to learn from my mistakes. And I often do the mistakes several times to make sure it's mistakes. That's not completely true, but I sometimes forget that I actually did something. So this is definitely a there it was. It's definitely a line to the Galaxy Center, yeah. So let's see what happens. I might end up a place I didn't want to go to in the first place, but this is going to take a little bit of time. But as said, you're always welcome and ask questions, and if there is something you wonder about, but do your base mission first. But I would suggest use some time to find a good paradise planet where you have your base, because you don't want that on a too hazardous planet, and it's more worth that you can run around and do stuff without any hassle. You can make more than one base anyway, so just start out on a good paradise planet. There is plenty of them in the Star Galaxy, and then do the start base mission. You were told to hire some people, go out and do that, and then after a little while you'll be told to go to space and call the Nexus or call the anomaly, and you just do that, and bingo, then you are rolling. Well, I actually ended up pretty much at the center. That's why I was a little bit curious to see if I just went to the next galaxy, because last time I went into this galaxy, I was 700,000 light years from the center. So when I now was 3,700 or something light years, I thought, well, that can't be completely true, can it? But it was. So now I get the start survival thing again, and this time I prepared myself a little bit, because I have an alternative tool, and I have a ship which doesn't matter too much that it's broken. I can put that aside and repair it when I need to. But last time I went through the center, it took me a very long time to actually repair up, because everything was broken, and it is here as well, I assume. So my starship, you can see it is somewhere. Yeah, everything is red. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about the exosuit, but what I can do something about, my multi-tool, that's broken as well. But I can swap it back to my good one. Then I at least have one where everything works. Ha! So my ship is over there, and I don't have any. So what I always will do, just to not die, make a hole in the ground, get down, and then find out. I don't know if I'm deep enough. However, this one is heat, which is the critical one. So I'll repair those. I actually had some of the stuff needed for repairs on me. I tried to be a little bit more smart than I else would. So these I can repair. So it's about survive first of all. Yes, I smoked for many years, but half a year ago, my whole family, we decided to go off cigarettes and start vaping, and it's actually been real good for health and economy. No doubt about that. That is that's one of the best things we have done. So I need some of these. So I just repair now to kind of survive, have a little bit better chance, I will repair everything when I get to a proper place. But the thing is, I know that I will need to repair ship as well, which, well, actually I don't, because I'm going to be a little bit naughty. So I do not like not being able. Yeah, that is very true. Yeah, but it's weird because when you smoke, you don't think about the money, because you're used to just buy your cigarettes, and well, I was rolling, hand rolling myself, but you don't think about it, but you really can feel it when you don't have to pay the money. So now I'm cheating a little bit because I'm actually calling the other ship. Yeah, and that was actually what I went through. I think it was just before you came in. Um, to go through the center, you always break a lot on your stop. So this is actually from last time I jumped. I haven't been able to repair this because I don't have a walker brain. But what I did was I changed the ship. So my normal ship, which is a fighter, I didn't go through with that, but one of the other ships. And I changed the multi-tool as well. I have an S one I found, and the original one I found earlier was a B one, so I kept the B one and traded in the original C one for this one, plus some coins. But so I changed them, so the broken ones are actually the ones which now is not in use. The only thing I can't do anything about is the exosuit. I haven't found a good way of actually prevent things from breaking, but at least then it's only one thing I have to repair. Yes, for this I do, but in general I fly around in this one most of the time. Because it can fight if there's pirates or sentinel ships. I can actually defend myself, and that's. I try to survive as long as possible, if possible. It's not always, but that's what I do. So I took a ship which wouldn't matter that much, and then I can on the freighter. You will get to that at some point as well. You get a freighter, and then you can have them there and repair as you go when you feel you have the time and resources for it. But I mean, it's about flying around in ships you find is funny, and there is 6 different types, and you can have one of each, I believe. So otherwise, the explorer and the shuttle is very boring ships. I would not really use them. I use the hauler That's a big cargo ship. I use that for especially when I'm trying to find. Oh, I'm getting incoming message. When I'm trying to build bases, then I have things in that, and I can call it, and I have all the things I think I'm going to need for that. So I have everything. I would say that the pirates are not as bad, but the sentinels, I would say, make sure you have some proper gear and weapon before you do. They are quite tasty. The problem is they keep coming in waves, and they come in 5 waves, and if you cannot survive that, then you're dead. And yeah, you respawn, but you all your stuff is on your grave then, and you have to go and pick it up. And that would be where all the sentinels are. So yeah, I would say find the odd one and fight them until you get the hang on it. But I would not take on a full detachment straight away. I don't feel that is reasonable to do. Anyway, you will be asked as a mission to assault a manufacturing facility, and on my YouTube there is a couple of videos about that. Feel free to watch them. They are actually quite helpful. How not to do it and how to do it. So someone, I think he traveled through the center of the galaxy as well. Thank you for that. You're very welcome, and I make a lot of videos, and I know some people like to watch them, and I feel that there is an audience for what I do. I do other things than No Man's Sky as well, but not as much at the moment. Yeah, this is a settlement. I'm not going to reply to that right now because I need everything to be up to scratch. Well, I'm not sure how to put subtitles on the videos, but I will of course look into that. I do think there is some possibilities, but in general I do everything in English. I'm not a native English speaker, so I'm a foreigner in this country as well. Well, I'm a settled EU citizen, so that's a little bit funny, but I've been here for many years, and that's actually go away. Yeah, I love Britain. The culture, the people, the landscape. Kent is very flat though. I don't live so far from Kent. I live in Berkshire, which is west of London, so I've driven through Kent many times, especially going to Dover to sail to Europe. But yeah, it's I would say that my favorite is the other way over at the coastline, Devon, Cornwall, down that end, because there's the little bit more rustic countryside, and the roads there is not for the faint-hearted. So as I said, you can buy upgrades from these guys with nanites, and they should tell you a lot of weird things, but everything which is C or B I disregard. I go directly for the S ones. This is radiation, this is underwater, this is thermal, that can be cold or warm, so make sure you need both. So this is high temperature, so that is warm. Shield module, that is what I repaired before. I'll show it when I go out from here. I'm not buying anything because I have all of them as I need, but always only buy S1s. You can sell whatever you have which is in surplus, and you get nanites for them. I sell what I have I can't use. This one I need to check. That one I'm saving because I actually can install it at some point, but all those which are no really good, I sell them, except if it's for ships, because the ships, I got more than one ship, so I put them on until I get something better. But you don't need any resources with these. Yeah, I have a plan which needs 50,000, but let's see when I get to that. I actually been very lucky getting nanites in the wild. That's getting runaway mole. It's actually, I don't have any on me, do I? No, but I'll probably get it again. But if you notice, the shields are these, and those with, that's a B class. I need to upgrade that. Okay. But all these, you can only have 3. When you put number 4 on, then it will tell you it breaks. So I actually need to repair. Okay. So yeah, it's not hard to get nanites. It's just look around and make sure you see all these navigation data which is around. They give either navigation data tokens or they give nanites. So it's just looking around. I always look at the multi-tools there is on the space stations, but I only found C or B, so well, I do go quite easy through some of the things because well, I'm playing No Man's Sky Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. From I start around 10 to 8. I'm scheduled from 8, but and I don't do anything serious until 8 o'clock, but I go on a little bit before that. I'm then on Saturday where I talk a little bit about the different game news and stuff like that, and a lot about getting free games or cheap games, because that's something I really want people to be aware that you don't have to pay 60 euros for a game. And after that, I sometimes play old games or something randomly new from one of the lists I have. I'm on Steam. I'm on Xbox Game Pass. So I have a lot of games I have never played in my life, and sometimes I pick one of them up and play, and have a little bit of fun with that. So the schedule is on my page as well. On my Twitch, Veltron UK in one word. So I'm on 4 times a week, and all from 8 o'clock ish. Well, the same to you, and thank you for following, thank you for attending, and you are welcome anytime, and you are welcome to use the chat as much as you will, and I will always try to answer questions if I can. Otherwise, I will tell you, and I'll say we'll have to look that up somewhere. And buena notte. This is one of the... Oh dear. Yeah. It's actually the second time I make that mistake, but you're very welcome, and you're welcome back anytime. Do I have anything to sell? I don't think so. Maybe there's something to buy. Wiring looms. I need them, and they are cheap here, so I'm actually going to buy them all. That's the advice of today is wiring loom. If they cost, I would say less than 60,000 a piece, buy, because you can risk sitting in a system and you need them, and the price is 90,000. So I have learned below 60,000 I stock up. That's just it, and it's not hard to make money. So even if you put a lot into it, it's not hard. And if you follow my lead, then you will actually find out that I'm telling the truth. Why do I try to buy here? That was sell I wanted. Still those, but they are still below, so I'm not going to do that. Oh, that looks very red. I think that's another one with no. A storage area. That's very good. Then we can nick some stuff. I was told I shouldn't say nick stuff, but you kind of do, even though it doesn't have any consequences. I could say I'm looting it, but is that actually any better? I'm not sure. I do like to call things what they are actually. I'm not a great lover on concealing what you're actually doing. And it is a game, so it's part of the game even, so it's not like whatever I call it. It doesn't really matter. A lot of small things, they are, some are more useful than others. So we've gone to a whole new galaxy, Calypso. I like that name. It sounds intriguing. I do like Calypso music as well. So BC from C, nothing overly exciting, so So as usually, I take a couple and talk to them, and just learning some words. That means that more is actually read when you talk to them, and you understand more and more. Hopefully. Even though sometimes you are sitting trying to guess what they're talking about. But, and then when you try to do your language, if you get it right, you might get something out of it. Interloping? Okay. Monolith. Yeah, that's useful. See, we understand now the language. That joyful warrior. Trade like keen aggression. That's the important one, because that's what you really want to actually say to them. But you have to be careful, because they might actually punch you if you say a wrong word. Weapons seem to be a good aggression word, but that's actually technology. So enemy, I think, is the proper one. So now we shout together. That's good. And it gave me a standing increase. Good. This is a co-work system, isn't it? So there won't be anything useful in here. No. So I'm actually going now to teleport to our freighter. But before I do that, I need to take a little short break, and I will be quickly back. So stay on, hang on, I'll be quickly back. So I'm back again. Sorry for the short break, but I'm just going to the freighter to just repair my exosuit, because otherwise I'm going to spend the whole evening trying to avoid things which would be harmful. Now it actually tells me to go and say hi to the space anomaly, but I'm not sure I'm going to do that right now. So I have everything here, which I think I have everything to repair with. If not, then I'll have to do something about it. So repairing these is taking what is actually normally filling them up and a wiring room. So as I said, it's all about being smart, doing things. Prepare yourself for the small things. now we are fully operational, fully repaired in our exosuit. That one I still don't have that to repair with. This one was never broken. This one I actually needed to check, so six. So I'm actually going to move this off and this one off because that was in the wow. So this was actually worse. So I'm going to save this because it's not bad. And I'm going to change my multi-tool. That was the one I broke, by the way. I'm going to put it on that. There wasn't much which was needed there to actually work. So the more simple your system is, wiring loom, I know cobalt, I have that in stock. The more simple your system is, the less problematic stuff is needed to repair. These takes quite a number. Wiring loom, ferrite dust. So I don't have any of these in stock. I could make them, but it's fine for now because I'm not really going to need it to use it. But this will do that. Even if I scan with it, I will get a little bit more coinage. Remember to move the back and. Back and having the best of everything at hand. So we are fully operational. So let's go back to our ship, which is actually with us, but and that is this one. And it's actually saying there is an emergency broadcast, but I'm not really going to do that. It's a settlement, and I actually don't like the settlements, to be honest, because no matter whatever I do with them, I end up losing money, and so on. So that's pretty much it. So now we are fully operational, everything is fine. So now we can go out and explore and see four planets, 2 moons. And we already been on that one. That was where we got chucked in. It actually got phosphorus, which is practical to get. Don't have overly much, so yeah. Oh, I should have emptied out a little bit, but I am a little bit curious. Just want to see. See, now I'm 700,000 light years from the core, so this looks much more normal. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. No, I'm going to first look at the system, so then we can take it from there what we want to do. Cactus flash activated, copper pirate and zero and high sentinel activity. Let's see what else there is. Space station, that's a moon. Frost crystal activated, copper dioxide, cobalt aggressive sentinel. That was the one we started out on in this galaxy. This one, Starbuck activated, copper parfinium. So I actually think I will go and see if I can get some phosphorus. Not too close to the space station too. Please. Don't be difficult. And as we talked about, incandescent planet. I have no idea how those names has the origin of them, but I think it's put there to not always make it very clear. And for me, it's working because I don't always find it clear what this it actually means. Selenium, that's always those glowy fields, I think. So temperature is very, very warm here. I wonder if it's because there's storm or something. I can last for around 4 minutes. So 150,000 for scanning an animal, that's not bad. That's why I think that's one of the most important things is that make sure you get as good scanning as possible, because it gives more coins, and coins is not the most important, but very close. What the? It looks like something from Star Wars, but that would be on Tatooine. Organic rock. So I'm going to take some selenium. So, if you've been with me from the start, think about that when we scanned rocks in the beginning, we got 2,000 coins for it. There's a big difference from what we get now. Just saying. What's that green thing? Oh, that's the organic rock. That's phosphorus that way. 680. 520. So probably should take the ship and go nearby so I don't expose myself too much. So there's no need to be too stupid. Dead. That blue light makes me believe a lot of things that it isn't. So So phosphorus is very useful for hot planets anyway, so if it is on the planet, then it's paying its own dues. Two shields down, still want to go, so we're still alive at least. That's a good thing. And we ran out of almost said fuel, but it is fuel, but I don't think it like that. So that was quite a nice portion of this one, or something I hadn't seen. Don't run. Not going to market.
Units received.
Poor little thing. I have no interest in harming animals unless I have to. So as you can see, my pictures on my screen is starting getting red. That means I'm getting warm. So it would be smart to just fill up. Make sure my health is up as well. So now we have a normal view. I'm actually going to see if I can get a scan of those animals because that's good money. Might not be able to, but at least then we tried. There was one. There's only 5 different types, so with a little bit of luck, not been any flying ones. Intriguing. Something wild. That is always a major problem. You get kind of greedy. You want to have the last animal as well. And then you're not really paying attention to your health, your safety. So I am just assembling this. There's actually a lot of these on this planet. Something which was unknown. Where? Sorry if I scare you, little animal, but this is kind of a nasty planet to chuck people in for survival. Because that's not straightforward if you don't have everything you need. So silly. Feeling there's more to this planet than it actually shows. So let's see if there is a drop pod. Oh, there was. Whoa. So we're back to getting free slots for your exosuit. Free is better than paying for them.
Extreme temperature detected.
I know it's a couple of minutes away and it should probably have gone up in the atmosphere and out of the atmosphere and down again, but kind of doing it as well to see what else is shown on the planet, if anything. Sometimes you pick up, it can be crashed freighters, other buildings which doesn't show up until you're pretty much standing on top of them. I mean, we are kind of in a situation where we are out exploring, looking at, well, we're in the third galaxy now, so it's interesting to see what we come across here. Apart from a mountain jumping out in the faces of you. Not very convenient. So I can make a typical old person joke now. When I was young, when I started playing computer games, 3D maps was not invented. Everything was flat, 2D. It was much simpler times. I will say a lot of things have changed since then, and some for the better, other not so much. But I do like 3D. If you hear some weird animal sounds, it's not from the computer. It's my dog and my cat, which are having their evening playtime, I think. At least they're running around me like I'm a freaking Christmas tree. That's I'm not sure that's my role. No. And the cat is looking at me like she would say, if I tell you you're a Christmas tree, you are a freaking Christmas tree. So that's how the world crumbles sometimes. And I should choose the proper weapon to. I am amazed how many of these blue crystals there is. It's kind of a lot. I'm not complaining because that will come handy at some time. So I need certain things. I have that one, so I just need that one. Unless they suddenly change it because you're going into another galaxy, but no, they didn't. So it's warm here, it's very warm, and I'm actually still looking for the last animal. And anything else I haven't scanned, because it is coins in the end. There's a lot of silver around here. That's a cargo drop. That's more phosphorus. That I will go and try to get. Well, I'll not try, I will get it, but the question is how much there is. Knowledge stone. It's not really what I need right now. Oh God, it's very warm. I would say this is not a planet I would actually advise to run around overly much, because that is one thing which can actually kill you without you doing anything wrong. But it is just one moment of you misses the readings, and then yeah. Well, as I said earlier, it is you will respawn, and you will not lose everything if you go back and get your grave, and you then get your stuff, but it's a little bit sad to actually die when it's not necessary. These I very rarely take, but they actually boost your jetpack. I normally don't see the need for it, but if you need to travel quickly and a bit of a distance, then they are actually quite good. So I got a little bit of phosphorus, that's okay. What else was this planet? That was nothing really. So there was something on the other planet I wanted as well. So is it that one? No, that's where the show me something. Don't just sit there without. That was the one with the aggressive. That one was a high. That one I don't know. Trust rule covered anything. It was not really useful, any of it anyway, so copper, gold, silver. Where is it? It's behind. So I was actually thinking about the paraffinium. So let's visit Ufani 5. While we go down, I need to close the door here because it's drafty. My dog is like a child. Don't close the door after. Nope. And always open doors, most possible you can. So temperature is superheated rain, so something might pop up.
Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received.
So there's 9 types of animal. And I'm actually moving around, even though I know that it's hazards on this planet. But I will say that I have 2 options if it comes. Make a hole or call this ship or boat.
Units received.
This is actually a quite nice looking planet. I should take time and just scan in between, but
Units received. Units received.
Some of the animals on this planet pace quite well. Not all though. First. As I said before, activated something is always worth picking up when you come across it, because it's one of these things, if you need it, you don't have it. If you have it, you don't need it. It's just so slow. So, our opinion. I think that was the one I actually was running for anyway. Something popped off. I'm still a bit away. So how bad is the superheated stone? Well, bad because the timer went very quickly. So we'll have to stay for a little while. As long as it's a rainstorm, they normally doesn't take as long as some of the very bad ones. So it's the thing with weather. It's never convenient, but it's
Technology
again
recharge.
part of the game.
Technology recharge.
And we all runs into it. It's not only me. It's all of us.